Alpine's Hemp Company. Gummies, seltzers, syrups, and more. Treat yourself to the best.
Hello and welcome. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, and this is the WHKY News. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV each weekday on channel 14.2. You can also find us at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, a Burt County man has been arrested for allegedly assaulting law enforcement officers, along with additional charges related to his conduct during the January 6, 2021 breach of the U.S. Capitol. WHKY's Rob Eastwood reports.
According to a news release from the FBI, the arrest was made last week. 51-year-old Gregory Charles Peck Jr. of Connelly Springs is charged in a criminal complaint filed in the District of Columbia with the felony counts of assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers with a deadly or dangerous weapon and civil disorder. In addition to the felony charges, Peck is charged with several misdemeanor counts, including entering and remaining in restricted grounds or buildings, disorderly and disruptive conduct in restricted grounds or buildings, engaging in physical violence in restricted grounds or buildings, disorderly conduct in a Capitol building or grounds, and engaging in physical violence in the Capitol grounds or buildings with a deadly or dangerous weapon. According to court documents, Peck entered the restricted Capitol grounds on January 6th of 2021 via the West Front. While on the southwest corner of the West Plaza, Peck used a flagpole with an attached yellow Gadsden flag to hit a Metropolitan Police Department or MPD officer. The alleged assault was captured on a body-worn camera. At approximately 2:30 p.m., Peck raised the flagpole with his right hand, according to authorities, and lifted it over another rioter's shoulder to hit the officer's left arm while a U.S. Capitol Police officer tried to push the rioters away from the MPD officer. Peck is charged in connection to additional alleged activities at the Capitol. This case is being prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia and the Department of Justice National Security Division's Counterterrorism Section. Assistance was provided by the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of North Carolina. FBI agents arrested Peck on August 7th in Connelly Springs. He made his first court appearance in the Western District of North Carolina. You can get much more on this case by going to this story at our website, WHKY.com. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thanks, Rob. WHKY's Arianna Mack has information regarding a Tuesday morning traffic fatality.
The North Carolina State Highway Patrol is investigating a fatal crash that occurred in Caldwell County on Tuesday morning. The deceased is 45-year-old Jeremy Allen Wilson of Lenoir. At about 10 a.m. Tuesday, the Highway Patrol responded to the crash scene on Beecher Anderson Road at Ted Seahorn Drive. A 1999 Ford F-150 driven by Mr. Wilson was northbound on Beecher Anderson Road when the driver failed to adequately reduce speed and collided with a 2004 Chevrolet truck that was stopped in the northbound lane waiting to turn left. Mr. Wilson passed away at the scene. 2 passengers in the vehicle were transported by EMS to an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the Chevrolet, a 35-year-old Lenoir man, was also taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Highway Patrol's preliminary investigation indicates that impairment was not a contributing factor in the collision. No charges will be filed in this investigation. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna, and certainly our condolences to Mr. Wilson's family and loved ones. The North Carolina Center for Missing Persons has issued a missing endangered alert for 66-year-old Kent L. Reed, who is believed to be suffering from a cognitive impairment. Mr. Reed is a black male. He is 6 feet tall and weighs 180 pounds. He has short black and gray hair and brown eyes. Mr. Reed was last seen wearing a black beanie, a blue and black windbreaker, a gray t-shirt, and black pants. Mr. Reed ran away from Chun's Cove Assisted Living at 67 Mountain Brook Road in Asheville at about noon on August 8th. He was later found by facility staff on the side of Interstate 240 East near Exit 8, but he refused to return to the facility. He then fled on foot and ran onto US 74A or Fairview Road in Asheville, heading west. Anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of Kent L. Reed should call Eduardo Hernandez at the Asheville Police Department. That number is 828-252-1110. The crime report is next, as Rob reports on a woman who has been sentenced to more than 7 years in prison on Iredell County drug charges. I have information on a Catawba County trafficking arrest, and Arianna has 3 from Caldwell County, including 1 suspect arrested on a fugitive warrant. In local sports today, high school volleyball, App State field hockey, and the latest from the Crawdads. In community focus, Sarah Killian has news from the city of Hickory, including HPD's annual community block party in Ridgeview. And Arianna has the A&E bulletin board with news from the Science Center, HCT, the Green Room, and more. Partly cloudy with a high in the low 80s today. A mix of sunshine and clouds for the next 2 days with highs in the mid 80s and a 25% chance of a shower. Upper 80s over the weekend with a 40% chance of rain Saturday and only a small chance on Sunday. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s for the first half of next week and in the low 80s after that with less than a 50% chance of rain throughout. Remember, you can always find an up-to-date forecast at WHKY.com. I'm Ralph Mangum. You're watching the WHKY News.